The only time I ever cried watching sport was when Zara won. I think it was the European Championship. We were all hustled around a phone watching it, and she was there, she's blubbing away.
Most people know Prince William as the serious future king, always following the rules and doing what's expected. But there's one person who knows the real William. The laid-back, fun, and sometimes rebellious side he rarely shows. That person is his cousin, Zara Tindall. Unlike William, Zara grew up with way more freedom, from shocking the royals with a tongue piercing to winning an Olympic medal on horseback. But somehow, these two cousins ended up closer than anyone expected. Their bond is full of surprises. It's a bond that's both unexpected and unbreakable. Join us as we take a look at the truth behind Prince William's unique bond with his rebellious cousin, Zara Tindall, and why their relationship is nothing like you'd expect. The birth of two very different royals. Zara Tindall was born on May 15, 1981. Just over a year later, on June 21, 1982, Prince William came into the world. This makes Zara a little more than a year older than William. Even though their age gap is small, their childhoods could not have been more different. Zara is the daughter of Princess Anne, who is the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II. From the start, Princess Anne wanted her children to have normal lives, as normal as possible for royals. In fact, Zara and her brother Peter were not given royal titles at birth. Princess Anne believed this would allow them to grow up without the heavy pressures of royal duty. Prince William, on the other hand, was born into a completely different world. As the firstborn son of Prince Charles and Princess Diana, William was destined to become king. From the moment he arrived, his life was mapped out. Cameras followed his every move. The press watched his every smile, wave, and stumble. Even their early schooling showed their different paths. Zara attended Port Regis School and then moved on to Gordonstown, a school known for its outdoor challenges and tough spirit. Prince William, however, started at Mrs. Minor's nursery school before moving to Weatherby Prep and later Ludgrove School, with every school choice preparing him for his future role. While Zara rode ponies and climbed trees without much worry, William was learning to wave like a royal and follow strict palace rules. But despite these differences, there was one thing they always had: each other, their unique bond. Royal commentator Jenny Bond once said, "They're very close in age. They've got an awful lot in common. They've got the same granny." And that bond, formed early, would only grow stronger over time. Their time at Balmoral, the royal family's summer home, showed how different their lives were. William often had to behave like a future king, while Zara could just be herself. But that didn't stop them from having fun, or from getting into trouble. William once shared a memory that stayed with him forever. In a documentary called The Queen at 90, William said he and Peter chased Zara around Balmoral while she drove a go-kart. She crashed into a lamppost and it nearly fell on her. Queen Elizabeth ran outside, furious. William said, "She came charging over and gave us the most almighty being." Even future kings get in trouble when they mess with their cousins. That childhood closeness made Zara more than just a cousin to William. As they grew up, she became one of his strongest allies. Zara was there for William after Princess Diana died. You see, growing up as a prince isn't easy. Even with all the money and fame, William's life was filled with pressure and pain, and nothing hurt more than losing his mother. When Princess Diana died in a car crash in 1997, William was only 15 years old. His whole world changed overnight. Zara saw it all happen up close. After Diana's death, Princess Anne took her children to Balmoral, where William and Harry were staying. Zara stood by William, watching her cousin grieve in silence. For years after Diana's death, William struggled to express his feelings. In an interview with GQ years later, he admitted he didn't know how to open up about his pain. That's where Zara came in. According to the documentary Zara and Anne, like mother, like daughter, Zara tried to lift William's spirits in those dark days. She didn't sit him down for deep talks. Instead, she did what cousins do. She distracted him with fun. Speaking of which, royal biographer Brian Hoey said, Zara tried to sort of cheer them both up and throw snowballs, and they'd have a wrestle in the snow. Simple moments like that gave William something to smile about when smiling felt impossible. Even now, William has a soft spot for Zara because of the way she stood by him. She didn't need to say much, she just showed up. And sometimes, that's all that matters, and perhaps that is why Prince William has a soft corner for her. William's deep pride in Zara's equestrian success. Zara didn't just grow up to be a royal. She became a world-class athlete. Horses have always been a big part of her life thanks to her mom, Princess Anne, who also competed as an equestrian. But Zara took things even further. She didn't just ride horses for fun, she competed and won big. In 2006, Zara won gold at the World Equestrian Games, and in 2012, she brought home a silver medal from the London Olympics. Her success made headlines and made her cousin William incredibly proud. In 2023, William joined Zara and her husband Mike on the Good, the Bad, and the Rugby podcast. That's when William shared a story that showed just how much Zara's success means to him. "The only time I've ever cried watching a sport was when Zara won. I think it was the European Championship," William said. At the time, William was camping and couldn't be there in person. But his whole group gathered around a small phone screen to watch. "She was blubbing away, the flag was going up, and I was just like I was in pieces. I was so proud," William said. His wife Kate even remembered how emotional he was, saying, "I can remember because you came back and said I've never been so proud of anyone." That pride didn't fade after her win. At the 2012 Olympics, William and Kate were seen cheering Zara on from the stands, proving that when it comes to family, William is Zara's biggest fan. Speaking of which, did you know that Prince William had the time of his life at Zara's wedding? Zara's wedding wasn't a royal event like William and Kate's, but it was still full of love and laughter. In July 2011, Zara married rugby star Mike Tindall. The wedding came just 3 months after William and Kate's grand ceremony at Westminster Abbey. But Zara's big day was much more relaxed. For William, the wedding was more than just a family celebration. It was a chance to let loose. According to guests who spoke to us weekly, William became the life of the party. He even grabbed the karaoke mic and sang Bon Jovi's "Livin' on a Prayer." Kate stayed near the stage, cheering him on while the crowd sang along. Guests said, "Pretty much everyone stayed up all night. I don't even think Zara and Mike went to bed. They were too busy having fun with their friends." Speaking of which, William's bond with Zara extended to her husband too. Over the years, Mike Tindall became like a big brother to William. Royal commentator Dickie Arbiter explained, "We've seen this time and again in William and Mike's interactions. They are a proper family. They're not playing at it." That connection, built over years of laughter, shared memories, and honest conversations, shows just how much Zara and William mean to each other. They're not just cousins. They're true friends who have each other's backs, through good times and bad. Zara Tindall became Prince George's godmother. When Prince George was born in 2013, Prince William had an important job, choosing godparents for his son. And for William, this decision wasn't just about tradition. It was personal. Instead of picking senior royals, William and Kate chose people they really trusted. They wanted George to have godparents who understood real life, not just royal rules. And that's exactly why they chose Zara Tindall, William's cousin and close friend. Zara was the only royal on the list. The rest were William and Kate's normal friends, the people they truly rely on. Royal expert Roya Nika explained, "They are both very keen to choose people as godparents who are normal themselves and aren't foreign royal grandees who this child would have nothing in common with." This moment meant a lot to Zara, too. It was proof of how strong her bond with William had become over the years. Royal expert Emily Andrews even called it a big turning point for the cousins. In the documentary Zara and Mike, No Nonsense Royals, she said William choosing Zara as George's godmother cemented their bond for life. And this bond may go both ways. When Zara's daughter Mia was baptized, William was there. Some experts believe that's because Zara made William Mia's godfather. Royal expert Marlene Koenig said, One can assume that William was godfather as he attended the baptism. He's unlikely to have gone if he were not. Even though Zara doesn't have a royal title, her connection to William, and now George, shows just how important she is to the future king. And that importance might be why William once hoped Zara would play a bigger role in the royal family. Prince William wanted Zara to help the royal family. Zara Tindall may be the Queen's granddaughter, but she's not a working royal. This was her mother's choice. Princess Anne decided long ago not to give her children any royal titles. Anne felt it would make life easier for them. Zara later said she agreed, saying her freedom came from not having a title. But William, it seems, had other ideas. In 2021, royal insiders said William was facing a big problem. The number of working royals was shrinking fast. By then, Prince Harry and Meghan had left the family and moved to the US. At the same time, William's uncle, Prince Andrew, had been forced to step back after his scandal with Jeffrey Epstein. That left William short on help, and that's when he turned to Zara. According to sources who spoke to New Idea, William thought Zara could be the perfect solution. She was already loved by the public, thanks to her down-to-earth personality and her successful equestrian career. And most importantly, William trusted her completely. But convincing Zara wasn't so simple. Zara had spent her whole life enjoying her freedom. No strict royal schedule, no constant media attention, and no pressure to represent the crown. In the end, Zara did not become a working royal. But William's faith in her never changed. Even if she wasn't an official royal representative, she was still one of his biggest supports. Royal commentator Victoria Arbiter explained why Zara meant so much to William. In the documentary Zara and Anne, like mother, like daughter, Arbiter said, "For William in particular, trust is everything. Zara understands royal life, but she's not trapped in it. That makes her the perfect person for William to lean on. Someone who knows the rules but can still be real with him." And it's not just William and Zara who are close. Their kids have also formed their own special bond. William and Zara's children are as close as their parents. The friendship between William and Zara isn't just about them. It's also about their children, who are growing up just as close as their parents once were. In 2019, William and Zara were seen out together with their kids. It wasn't a royal event or a fancy party, just a normal family day out. Kate carried Princess Charlotte on her shoulders, while William gave Mia Tindall a ride on his. People who saw them said they looked like any other family having a good time. One observer told the Daily Mail, "They were just like any other family, enjoying a day out and having a lovely time." There were no royal tantrums, no fancy titles, just cousins having fun together. This close bond between the kids showed again at the Christmas service in 2023. As they left the church, a fan gave Princess Charlotte a bunch of flowers. But instead of keeping them for herself, Charlotte handed them to Mia. It was a small moment, but it showed how much these two little girls care for each other. That bond didn't happen by accident. It came from the friendship between their parents, a friendship built on trust, loyalty, and growing up together. Zara has always been loyal to William, and William knows that loyalty is rare in his world. As Victoria Arbiter explained, it's Zara's loyalty and total dedication to her family that has made her such an asset to the cousins. That loyalty isn't about royal duty or public image. It's about family, the kind of family that sticks together no matter what. And now, it's a bond that's being passed down to the next generation. That loyalty has always been Zara's greatest strength. But in a family divided by drama, even loyalty can be tested. And that's exactly what happened when Prince Harry stepped away from royal life. Zara Tindall got caught between Prince William and Prince Harry. In 2020, everything changed for the royal family. That year, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle decided to step back from royal life. They left their roles, moved to America, and started a new chapter far from the palace. But leaving wasn't the hardest part. The real pain came from the fallout between Harry and Prince William. The two brothers, once so close, became distant strangers. And in the middle of that family mess was Zara Tindall. Zara had always been close to both brothers. But after Harry left, her loyalty was tested. In 2021, insiders told The Sun that Zara tried to keep the peace. She wanted to help William and Harry fix their bond. At King Charles III's coronation in 2023, Zara's role as peacemaker was clear. She gave Harry kind gestures, trying to make him feel welcome. But body language expert Judy James noticed something. Zara and Harry didn't hug or whisper like they used to. The warmth was missing. By 2024, things had changed even more. Reports said Zara was distancing herself from Harry. Her husband, Mike Tindall, also showed where he stood. When asked if he would help with Harry's Invictus Games, Mike made it clear he would not be involved. For Zara, choosing between two cousins she loves wasn't easy, but her bond with William had always been stronger, and that's the side she stayed on. Speaking of which, Zara Tindall stood by William after Catherine's cancer news. In 2024, the royal family faced another crisis. Rumors were flying about Princess Catherine disappearing from public life. Some people even made crazy theories online. Then the truth came out. Catherine had cancer. The news shocked the world. It also came just weeks after King Charles was diagnosed with his own cancer. For William, it was almost too much to bear. His wife, his father, both fighting for their health. Zara knew her cousin needed support, and she stepped in, just like she always had. An insider told Us Weekly, Zara has been a huge help to both him and Charles during his awful year. Zara wasn't just there in private. She showed her support in public, too. At Royal Ascot, just a few months after Catherine's diagnosis, Zara was seen checking in on William. With kindness in her voice, she asked, "Hi, lovely to see you. Are you okay?" That day, Zara even linked arms with William. It was a simple gesture, but it showed how much she cared. It was her way of saying, "I'm here for you." A royal source told The Times, "The Tindalls are very much the glue of their generation of royals. They bring the fun to family gatherings, no matter how serious the occasion." And in a year full of serious moments, Zara brought something William needed most: comfort and laughter. Zara Tindall, the sister William never had. Prince William never had a sister. But if you ask those closest to him, they'll tell you, Zara Tindall fills that role perfectly. Royal author Ingrid Seward explained why. She said, "Zara understands what royal life is like, but she can live her life as she chooses, without the pressure faced by more senior royals. That balance makes her the perfect friend for William. She knows the royal rules, but she also knows how to break them when needed. She helps William lighten up when the crown feels too heavy." Another source told Us Weekly, "She's kind of like the big sister William never had." Zara's support became even more important after Harry left. Without his brother by his side, William looked lonelier than ever. Even Princess Catherine hoped William and Harry would make peace. Royal author Christopher Anderson told Fox News, "Kate would like nothing better than to have the brothers kiss and make up." But until that day comes, Zara has stepped up. She's the one William can laugh with, lean on, and trust completely. In a family full of titles and traditions, Zara is real. And for William, that makes all the difference. William and Zara's bond grew even stronger after Eugenie stepped back. Now, not all royal cousins are this close. In fact, Prince William's relationship with Princess Eugenie has become more distant, especially after she showed support for Harry and Meghan. In 2024, reports said Eugenie had skipped Kate's Christmas Carol service to show loyalty to Harry and Meghan. That decision created a wedge between her and William. At the same time, William grew even closer to Zara and Mike Tindall. According to royal expert Jenny Bond, William trusts the Tindalls to step in and help whenever needed. She told The Mirror, "They are both very close to William, and if he calls on them again, they will definitely agree." But William will never ask them to become working royals. The public doesn't want more royal salaries to pay for. Instead, Zara and Mike support William in their own way, by being his family, not his employees. That loyalty from Zara is priceless to William, and after everything they've been through, from losing their mothers to standing at each other's weddings, it's clear why their bond is so strong. Zara and William don't just share family blood, they share a lifetime of memories. And in a royal family full of scandals and secrets, that kind of loyalty is rare. What do you think about Prince William and Zara Tindall's relationship? Share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more such stories.